noise.
Okay. Let's see, what is today's date? Today is April 25th, 2024, and this is the Sykesville Parks and Recreation Commission meeting. I guess before we get started, I, Alex Reese, would like to inform everyone of some decorum to ensure our meetings run smoothly, professionally, and show respect for everyone's time. For anyone here tonight that would like to make a comment, should notify town staff prior to the meeting opening. You have the option of addressing the commission or having staff read your comment into the record during the meeting. If you are addressing a new item and have a statement to make, please come to the podium when acknowledged. Also note that public comments are limited to 3 minutes per person. To maintain decorum during the meetings, please do not speak during the meetings. Please do not speak from the audience. If you have questions or comments that arise during the course of the evening, please see staff after the meeting. We don't have any presenters this evening. We appreciate your cooperation. Okay, so the first thing on the agenda is approval of the meeting minutes. So I motion to approve the meeting minutes from March 28th, 2024.
I second.
All those in favor?
Sorry, Nick. For Jana's last one, I wanted to be on it.
Thank you.
Okay, so then the first thing, I guess the first major thing on the agenda and most biggest thing coming up is the Sykesville Skate Jam. So our skate event is this Saturday from noon to 4. So I do have, I guess I'll go through updates as we get ready for it. So with registrations, I still don't have a final number, but I believe it's still under 10-ish. And I put on Facebook that will allow people to register the event, and I'll just bring the registration forms, and they'll have to, still fill it out and sign the waiver. And then, registration and practice is going to be from noon to 1, so they have, plenty of time to get in and register, and then we can see how many people show up so that we can plan specifically how we're going to do the competition. For music, we do have 2 bands that are going to be playing. I think they're each going to play for about 45 minutes. So they're lined up and good to go. But it sounds like for their equipment, I wasn't quite sure if they had everything they needed.
Yeah, I didn't bring a sound. We don't have a sound. I brought stuff for 2 wireless mics and music, but that's it.
Okay.
I didn't bring like a sound system.
Okay.
So I didn't. Yeah.
Because they said that they need something to plug a mic into, but then they said that they have like amplifiers and.
They need power, just in general. Where are we getting the power?
So there's an outlet.
And I know there's power there. I'm just not sure how many outlets
pavilion?
there are.
It's got to be in the pavilion.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the things I brought really only. It's like the things I brought is going to have 2 wireless mics and able to play music from a phone. That's all I brought.
Okay.
So I don't know how he would, unless they just use the wireless mics, which won't sound that great, but they could. But they could do that, but they wouldn't be able to plug anything else into. Because I didn't bring a sound system. I just brought the speakers and using the back of the speakers to make it as easy as possible.
Who's been talking to the bands?
Mostly Jason.
Oh, because did he tell them that they need to bring their own sound equipment?
Well, yeah, and it sounded like they were going to be able to bring stuff that we could even use. And I was like, great, that means Eric doesn't have to bring his stuff. But then when I emailed one of the bands, just I kind of got conflicted information.
Okay.
So I think they're going to bring enough that they can play. I think it was just, I asked them if they needed anything, and they were like, it would be great if you had blah, blah, blah. So if we don't have it, that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, we just don't have a sound, like a band normally needs a sound system. We don't have a sound system. We have speakers that will be playing loud enough for what we were going to do, but not for a band. I mean, they could use the mics to see if it works, but.
Okay, so then I'll make sure that they know that they need to have the minimum of what, like they need to bring the minimum of what they need. Mm-hmm. And then we'll have yours for us, like in case we can't use whatever they set up.
Yeah, I mean, we could plug any sound system into it, but I won't be there, so you guys have to figure out how to do that. And then, so that's gonna be an issue.
Nick.
I have minimal experience.
Like what, I'll show whoever, like what the plan was, but with that kind of throws a big wrinkle into it, because they need a sound system and they won't have, and I don't have a sound system. I've made it as easy as possible to plug in like 3 things.
Okay.
To make it playing loud enough for us to talk and music. Like
There's-
just
Very specifically, what pieces of equipment do you have?
Oh, good question.
2 speakers,
2 speakers.
2 wireless mics, and basically the ability to play music off a phone. Like there's not even a way for them to plug anything else in. That's the issue right now. Unless they had their own sound system they could plug into it.
So the playing music on the phone, you were talking to Nick about whatever.
Yeah,
cord
they
you
just
needed,
need to
right?
plug. We have something to plug into the phone,
Okay.
so they can just play from their amps and everything, and then just use the 2 wireless mics, and that'd be the only thing coming out of the speakers. If they want to do that, they can.
Are we gonna need the microphones for announcing things?
Yeah, we have to borrow them. But like that's the only option. But like if they want, I don't know how bands. I was in a band for a while, so I understand how bands that can be at times. So if they're expecting a sound system, there's no sound system.
Okay, I'm going to tell them very specifically though, we have 2 speakers,
Yeah.
2 wireless mics, and the ability to play music on a phone.
Yeah. And if they want to play and use those 2 wireless mics, but nothing else is coming through the speakers, then they can do that. That
Okay.
would work.
Okay.
But if they want their amps and everything else coming through the speakers, then they got to bring all that stuff.
Okay.
And where are they getting the power? Is it off the
Pavilion?
pavilion power? Okay, sorry.
Yeah, and I brought stuff to power our stuff into one thing.
And
which
I'll
one thing was.
confirm tomorrow. I'll go down there and see. I know there's probably, I just don't know how much. So I'll find that out and email you guys
Yeah.
tomorrow when I see how much is down there.
Mhm.
Are the bands gonna play under the pavilion? Is that the plan?
So my thought was that they could set up on the sidewalk between the
Okay.
historic building and the actual skate park.
Okay.
But there's a sidewalk there, it's a
Oh,
little
yeah,
bit
yeah.
closer.
Just, we have to be mindful of extension cords.
Mm-hmm.
Are we allowed to block the sidewalk? Because of ADA?
Well, 'cause that's not one of the main.
Yeah, you can get from the parking lot
Sidewalks.
on the skate park.
Yeah,
Okay.
I didn't want to block
Sidewalk.
one of like the main, like one of the sidewalks that would like lead to the pavilion.
Okay.
So
I was just thinking if you have extension cords running from the pavilion to wherever they are, we'll need mats or something to cover cords.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So, yeah, that's what we'll kind of map it out tomorrow and see what we
I
need.
think we should just simplify it and just tell bands they need to bring everything that they need.
That's what I was thinking.
Mhm.
Yeah. Because
They want to
we need to
They want,
Yeah.
figure
yeah.
out how we're
That's
gonna
what I
use the
was
stuff that
thinking.
we
Because we're
need.
borrowing Eric's stuff and,
Okay.
Yeah, it's
That's
not
fine.
even our stuff really.
right.
Okay.
And is it the job of the band to fully play or to just have background music and entertain? Because if they play at the pavilion, it's kind of safe and covered and the power's right there. We don't have to worry about
But I think she was planning on setting up in the pavilion, right?
I was gonna
Her
set
tables
up
and stuff.
our stuff in the pavilion.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
worried that if
perfect.
the music, if the bands are playing in the, so you're saying like we could have the bands playing closer, but then like our stuff would be.
I didn't know that your idea was to be under the pavilion, and I think that's a better idea. So that's where we tell people to go to register. No,
Yeah.
scratch what I said. I didn't know I thought you were setting up closer to the skate park.
Okay.
But I think the pavilion is because everybody knows where the pavilion is. If we just say she's on that side, people are going to get lost and frustrated. I think you under the pavilion is the best place for you to be. So scratch what I just said.
Okay.
Sorry, scratch it out.
I think having bands will be cool though, but
Yeah.
I just didn't realize we were doing that.
2 bands.
It's the
What's the
logistics.
like the when the bands switch? How much time? Well, I can just play my music. We can play our.
It seems like they know each other and they've kind of got an idea of what
Yeah. What is the other band?
they'd like to do. It was Dunce and Scum.
Nice.
What was the first one?
I think that Dunce.
Is that
That's perfect.
Roxy Son's
Scum.
band? Or is
Yeah.
that
My guess is too.
Yeah.
Scum?
So I
Scum is out.
back in high school, I played
Okay.
shows like this. Those bands most likely are like find
I
it.
can't wait to hear them.
Oh yeah.
That's my guess. 'Cause they're like
My
they're
bad.
just it's DIY. Like
We even know what that is.
And I think one of them, did like Battle of the Bands at Liberty High School.
Big scum.
Oh, yeah.
But most time when you play a show, you expect there to be a sound system, and so if they expect that, it's gonna be hard.
Okay.
There literally isn't one.
Okay.
But maybe if they do it again next year, we could make sure there's an actual sound. I just only got what I thought we needed.
Mm-hmm.
So
We're not a music show, we're a skate jam, so they need to bring
yeah,
up
but,
the sound.
That's
yeah.
true. Yeah.
But if
We
it
provide the skate. They
Right.
need
but if it makes it if it's cool,
The jam.
like,
That's a nice play, skate jam.
if it makes it
Not
better
that play on
in the
words.
future, we
Oh, that's good, Joe.
That's what I'm here for. Done for the night.
And so Nick, you're gonna have a playlist.
Yes.
Only about 3 hours worth of
That's
music.
3 hours worth of music.
Just in case.
There's a,
I can loop it.
I got,
You don't
I'm
have
about
to DJ
halfway
it.
there probably. I got some punk. I got some classic punk. I got
Classic punk.
some,
I
yeah,
love it.
you know, like the British punk.
Right.
I got,
Yeah.
the
Look
Tribe
here.
Called Quest, Public Enemy. I got some
Oh,
Judas
wow.
Priest. I got, some ska. I got some classic Green Day. I got a good variety of things.
That sounds great, Nick.
No.
Then it's clean. It's
Okay.
all clean.
Thank you.
Okay.
It's like we're gonna have to tell the bands that too.
Yeah.
Family event.
Radio friendly.
Okay. Awesome.
What time is or is everyone setting up?
I'm gonna get there at 10:30.
Okay. I will not be able to be there then, so I'll have to give one of you two the stuff. I have it in my car.
If I got there earlier, could you?
I'd have to be there like 9:30.
Okay.
Do you have times like when your bands are showing up?
I told them that they can show up anytime after 10:30.
After
I
10:30.
know Scum wanted to try to test the equipment and everything before.
So they probably expect there to be equipment
I guess.
if they want to test it.
Well, I think they were worried that their stuff wouldn't be loud enough to cover the area.
Yeah, well.
Okay.
But they don't have mics, so like that's this whether it'll be.
No, I
unless
think they might have mics. They said something to.
You can ask all the neighbors on Autumn Sky.
Right.
They hear it all the time, so it's like I'm sure they got something.
Okay. Or just I'll just let them know that they need to bring
Exactly.
stuff.
Mhm.
We'll have our stuff for us.
Mhm.
Alex, what time do you want volunteers to come?
So student volunteers, I was thinking 11:45. I don't see any reason for them to.
And you want them to meet you in the pavilion?
Yes, please. Yes.
And I have my dates wrong. I can help.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Thank you.
You know.
Okay. So then the next thing on my list was food. So unfortunately, Dan did talk to some the Main Street restaurants, and we probably just waited too late, and they're not available for Saturday. So I did pick up a bunch of snack foods. I got Gatorade chips, like the cookies, like the crispy cookie, granola bars, and Slim Jims. So and I only spent 130 of the budget, so we set up to 200. So I can get, if anybody has any other ideas for snack foods, I can get that tomorrow. And then we were talking about water before the meeting, and I haven't been successful with the route that I was going to try to get a water cooler for the event. And so we're just trying to think of some backup solutions. So if you think of anything, or if you know anybody that would have like any sort of water cooler, or like the giant Gatorade sports thing, we could use that.
We have them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Could you
I'll
do
have to-
two?
Yeah, I'll get them to you.
Hang on, Eric, because that's a lot. I can get them from the Boy Scout shed.
Are you sure?
Uh-huh,
Okay, awesome.
Okay.
uh-huh.
That'd be perfect.
I
Thank
think
you.
we have, I think there's 2.
And do they and like they have the ability to to easily get water
Yep, to
from?
push the bottom and fill it from the top.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay, you got it, Chris.
Alright.
Yes, sir.
Let us, Then I need to get paper cups. And we'll have our
I think there's 100 bottles down there.
Oh, these guys?
Yeah, I think.
We have, how many left in the snack shack? How many came in a box?
That's what I don't remember. What did we order? 200? I think we ordered 200. And I think I gave you a box, and I think there's a box. I thought there was 2 boxes downstairs. Maybe you brought yours
Well, I
back.
think we only sold one,
I know.
1 or 2, right, Nick?
We saw like 2 or 3 in one night, right?
Yeah, that was
It's a
We were
better-
probably like less than
Double
10.
large.
Less than 10.
Right.
Like
right.
194
So I
left.
guess, do you want to, like, sell them cheaply, you want to just give them out?
I think it's okay to give them out.
Yeah, it's got the old logo.
That's kind of what I was thinking,
Okay.
especially since they have the old.
I didn't realize we had that many.
yeah.
Okay, awesome. And then also for food, so Jason, he wants to order pizza for the skaters and volunteers.
Nice.
Yeah. Can we just use the rest of our food budget on pizza?
I mean, we can, or we can get more snacks, because Jason said that he would pay for the pizza.
No. Okay. What time are you getting there?
10:30.
Okay.
Okay, so we talked about the student volunteers. As far as SPARC volunteers, I'd like to have 1 adult at the registration table, 1 adult at the snack table to handle cash. So we're gonna need the cash box for the event, since we're selling snacks.
Who's gonna
Does
do
somebody want to come by tomorrow and get it? Or I can, no, it's, I guess if you want to take it tonight, you could open it, right?
Mhm.
You can get it tonight or somebody come by tomorrow.
Can you
Is it
grab it,
ready?
Chris, since it's the Arbor Day? Good. Is there a way to?
Can I take it tonight? Because I won't have time to come get it and get to Arbor Day.
I can bring them to everybody.
Okay, and then I'll bring it to you when I bring.
Make a big.
Will's checking for the water jugs now to make sure there isn't a Boy Scout event this
That's right,
weekend.
you're not, okay, you can't be there Saturday.
Right.
Okay, so what time do you need to coordinate with me to get stuff to me?
I can be there at 10:30.
Oh, okay, awesome.
I'll bring the jugs if there's no event, and I'll bring the cash box.
Okay.
Does Craig have it ready?
I think he keeps it
Okay.
prepared. Yeah,
We're gonna
It's-
grab and go.
yeah.
There's a lot of money in there, though. Will you think you want that much? Because it's set up for a movie or a concert.
Probably not there. Probably like half of whatever they get for the movie.
Okay, but
Okay,
take
I'll
it
give-
the way it
I'll give
is.
it a crank in the morning. And we'll,
Okay,
We'll modify.
Modify.
okay.
Okay, and then another question. We have
What, just for help with the box, what's your price range? Like, does there gonna need to be change or like coins, or you're gonna do dollars and more? Like, what will your price range be?
I'm thinking that we should just stick to like dollars.
So we don't have to worry about
I think most things will be $1.
Good. That's
Everything's
what-
a dollar.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking, keep
Yeah.
it very simple, don't worry
Yeah.
about all the change and stuff.
Uh-huh. So maybe like the Slim Jims could be like 2 for $1,
Right.
and they have to get 2.
No 50 cents.
So ask Craig to take the change up, and then could we have their change?
Singles.
So yeah, we haven't talked
Right.
about if we want Sparky, if we want to invite Sparky to the event.
I don't.
Sparky's
Parking a
unavailable.
skateboard would be pretty epic.
That would be fantastic.
We don't want to mess up the new.
Oh, that's true too. Mess him up.
Okay, you want to invite Sparky?
Council would kill me.
I mean, how many volunteers do you have? Like,
Alex asked for 5. I had 5 until last night when the baseball schedule came out, so now we have 4.
Okay.
Do you want me to
so if you had
scrounge for
extra
That's
one?
a lot.
kids, maybe a kid could do it.
I
But
think 4 will be plenty though.
You think? Because I can ask around, because I have a lot of juniors emailing me.
Because I mean, other than the registration table and the snack table, just grabbing snacks and handing them.
Okay.
I don't really know.
4
what
it
I'm
is.
looking for.
I'll send that email out tonight to let them know to meet you at the pavilion at 11:45.
Okay, perfect.
Do we want to give them vests so that people know they're volunteers with us?
that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Because I can grab them. We have them in the snack shack.
Yeah, I was like, where are they?
I think they're in the snack shack.
Okay.
They're not here.
I'll look for
Okay.
them. I think they're in the snack shack.
I think that's a
So
great idea.
when you give me the box, I have the key. I can go to the snack shack and get that.
Let's see. Oh, and another thing that I wanted to bring was our pull-out banner. Do you know if that's downstairs or
Should be
should that
down
be in the snack
I think
shack?
it is.
It was in the snack shack for a while,
Mm-hmm. Not.
and then we kind of moved stuff around.
We'll police up all that stuff for tomorrow and
Okay.
make
Great.
sure it gets where it needs to go.
Great.
Oh, and if we can, it might be helpful to have like 2 or 3 traffic cones
Yeah,
for
we'll have,
like the actual competition, kind of like
Okay.
blocking off areas of.
Is there a dumpster down there?
there's a dumpster, and I'll make sure, I already wrote down trash cans, so we'll bring some of our toters down there too. just to-
Recycling bin?
And a recycle bin,
Okay.
yeah,
We have all police.
yes.
Yes.
Great.
And Chief is looking into either having some sort of medical personnel
Great.
there or on call, or an
Great.
auxiliary person will be there to know how to quickly
Great.
go. I didn't hear back from him today, but I'll probably hear back from him tomorrow.
Okay. We have the water jugs.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so that was my update. Does anybody else have any questions or concerns?
I think it sounds
Starting to
great,
get excited.
Alex. You've worked really hard for this. Thank you.
You sure did.
Okay, awesome.
So does Jason think he's gonna have like some kids that come that day that are gonna wanna
Yeah.
participate? Okay, good.
Yeah,
good.
it's like, yeah, a lot of them are just gonna be last minute.
I just feel like this is a lot of work.
They're
I
gonna
hope
wake
you
up
have
and be
more
like,
than
oh, I wanna go or I
6
don't wanna
kids
go.
or whatever.
Oh, and he did try to get a few like skateboard related vendors to come. I told him like no more than 5. And a lot, like there were a few that seemed interested, but nobody's fully committed, which kind of makes sense with being the first one. Like nobody really knows what to expect. So. But he's at least gonna have a table and booth set up down there
Nice.
for a shop. Okay, so if you have any other questions or concerns about that before the event, just call or text me. So then the next thing on the agenda is new signs. So thank you, Jenna, for printing these out for us.
Yes. And please thank Lauren for creating these.
You want to thank me? I did nothing for this.
Thanks, Eric, for
But
coordinating.
you emailed them.
You
I
coordinated.
forwarded the email.
So could I suggest a couple changes, or
Thanks.
too late for that?
I mean, we could change.
No,
I think we can change
We
anything.
haven't ordered anything.
Okay.
Right, no, that's what tonight's about, so
Is it?
now's the time to get
This
your,
is it, okay.
this is it, yeah,
And I heard you guys saying the same thing I was thinking.
yeah.
These should say
Sykesville
Sykesville Cinema.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, because we've been branding it that way for a dozen, 15 years.
Mm-hmm.
At least.
Yeah. So the first one is just the larger sign, I'm assuming, this first page.
Yeah.
This is the banner. Yeah.
That's what I wasn't sure about.
Okay.
What's banner?
I'm not sure what-
Now I have what.
I mean, just
Sign
looking at the
sign.
dimensions, and I'm assuming that's a banner.
Number 1 is the band.
Yeah,
What is number 2 then?
it's the same,
I think
right?
they're just a little different, aren't they?
Are they different? I couldn't find a different. Oh, yes, there's something different there.
No, they're not.
They're exactly the same
Green,
size.
and one is solid white, and the other one.
Yeah, it's just white versus
Oh, I see that.
off
Oh,
color.
it's the
Okay,
shading.
okay.
That's all.
Gotcha.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'd go with white, just so that contrast.
Yes.
Because I have to say, looking at the signs that are up today on the street, they're hard to read. I mean,
They
they're
are.
real-
They
the
are.
art
Yeah.
and the farmer's market. I mean, they're good-looking signs, but man,
You don't really know what they are.
I have no idea. I mean, you gotta stop.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And that's what we've tried to avoid in the past with these, our yard signs at least, like something very simple like that is good.
Yep.
But yeah, I would say Sykesville Cinema. I mean, what we've done in the past, we called it Sykesville Cinema, and then, then free outdoor movies underneath of that. And to make room for it, do we really need to say brought to you by Sykesville Parks and Recreation? We already got the logo, and
Right.
I don't know.
Just put Sykesville Parks and Recreation.
It's already pretty.
We probably don't need
pretty-
to. Because that was my concern of adding too much. Is it
Yeah.
too much? So I think we could maybe cross that part out
I'm thinking
to add that.
That way we can get Sykesville Cinema in there. It's assumed that it's at night, I would hope.
That's fair. And honestly, I think they care less about it being Sykesville Parks and Rec and more about it being a free.
Yeah.
concert signs a little bit different from each other, like a different solid color background.
Well, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Cause when once locals get used to the signs,
Yeah.
like whenever I saw a yellow sign, I knew that was a movie. Whenever I saw a
I
blue
like
sign,
that,
I knew that
yeah.
was a concert.
Right.
That's a good idea.
That's great, Nick. That's really good.
So, the
Or to keep with like the bark theme, you could do like a gray bark, maybe.
Birch bark.
Kind of bark.
So okay, if you're with the banner, how's this gonna read though? Is it Sykesville Cinema, free outdoor movie nights? Millard, does even Millard need to be on there? Everybody knows Cooper Park, but maybe not.
I think Miller throws people off. I know we're
I think
trying
it
to do
does,
the
too.
right thing, and
Yeah.
when I said Miller Cooper Park one time, people were like, "Where is that?" I'm like, "Cooper Park." Oh, I know Cooper Park, but Miller, they don't know that name.
Just say Splash Pad Park.
Yeah.
Right.
most people I talk to know it as Millard Cooper Park.
Do they really?
they?
When you look it up on Google
I like
Maps,
it's the couple.
I was just gonna say that when you look it
Okay.
up, it says Miller Cooper Park.
Okay.
And it is the right thing to do, but it's a lot of words.
And then we're getting rid of the whole line about brought to you by,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
just so, yeah, I think so too.
I'll just shift everything down a little bit
Yeah.
in order to do it. She'll be able to fit it.
And this is 2 banners, one for the Obrecht and Springfield, and then one on the way station, or did downtown Sykesville take that spot?
I think it's still open.
Okay, okay.
So we need, I'm sorry, 2 or 3 banners?
I thought it was just the 2.
Should-
2 banners. Okay.
do we?
And then you said like 20, somebody said 20 or 25 street signs?
I said 24, a full 2 dozen. They're not gonna go out, cause 24 to put out and 24 to bring back is a lot. But sometimes people take them, so when we go put them up, they're gone.
Sorry.
So I think 24 is just a good round number to have.
Okay.
Because when Billy puts out signs, Billy puts out a lot. You're good at that.
I like having a giant QR code on there, but do we have to worry about the link not working in the next couple of years? And it, like, how do you get the
Does
QR
that go to our
code?
Facebook page?
What is that? Does
Just
that
checked.
going to change possibly? No.
I don't know why that would change.
I feel like there would be a bigger chance of us just not
What
using
service do
Facebook
you
anymore in 2 years.
What do you use to generate the QR code? It's a website service, right?
I don't know. Someone does it.
I think you're good.
Okay.
And we have 3,000 likes on one. That's where everything is. We should not be moving away from that.
No.
I think.
I agree.
Side note though, I do want to create an Instagram account for SPARC, just because I think that it's, since they're owned by the same company still, right? So like they're super linked, so you can like post on one, and then I think it's pretty easy to post on the other. So just to broaden our reach a little bit more.
That's a great idea, Alex. Thanks.
So for this one, are we good on everything for the banner we're talking about? Not the gray one, the white one, Sykesville Cinema,
Yes.
free outdoor movie nights. Take out the brought to you by, shift everything down. Is this one? I mean, we'll send it. We're not voting on it because it's not done, but we'll send it out next week. But everyone good with those changes for me to tell Lauren?
And Sykesville Cinema will come
Yeah.
on top. Should we make Sykesville Cinema a different color than the rest, or just leave it all the same? Like, should something pop? Should free outdoor movie night pop in Sykesville Cinema,
Just make it.
or just make it all the same, or
Underline
make it
it.
bold?
Yeah, I think keep it in the same colors.
Yeah, I think I'll tell her what, and then I think the best is whatever she kind of thinks. I think she's a lot better at this than I am.
Okay.
And then we said changing. Well, there's 2 different options for the yard signs. One that has more information, one that has a lot less information. I don't know if you guys but then we said changing the background to the concert one to be different than the outdoor one, than the movie, right?
Yeah, but if you,
Is the movie one good like that?
No, I don't think so.
I think
he's,
we should have the place and time, right?
yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it's, again, should be sexual cinema.
Yeah. I'm talking about just the background. Is the background?
yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about right now.
Oh, I
Don't you, because that's consistent
This
with
one's
the
gray. Do
movie?
you want this to be white?
Yeah.
Number one, we're going to.
What's that?
I think
Sorry.
that's a road sign.
Oh, that's your-
I was just,
What are you talking about exactly? Like
I was asking because we said different backgrounds or something
different,
for.
yeah, different color background.
So that's I'm asking. I was just initially asking, is the BARC background fine? And then I didn't talk about the other stuff for just the movie, and then we'll do something different for the or just a different shade or something for the concerts, right?
Is the BARC going to, since we're putting the signs up near parks and things, is it going to blend in too much, like camouflage?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Really by the street.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Have to not place them against any trees.
And then add Sykesville Cinema.
Sykesville Cinema, free outdoor movie this Saturday at Cooper Park.
It's gonna get
A
a lot.
lot, right?
That's a lot.
Well, so why aren't we should work off 5 and 6, right?
Yes.
Is that's closer, I think.
5 and 6.
That's where I'm at.
I think
Okay.
5
Yeah.
and 6 are fine, except for the changes Billy said.
We can take out brought to you.
Yeah.
6. I gotcha.
So we're getting rid of 3 and
Get
4.
rid of two.
Okay.
That's all we really need.
And then 2, get rid of that one because that's the banner we're not.
Do we even need to say Sykesville Parks and Recreation Commission? Because we have our logo there.
Yeah, I was saying we can take those out, right?
And just
Brought to
make
you.
Miller Cooper Park at Sunset bigger.
Yep.
To take up more.
And just lower this and put Sykesville Cinema free outdoor movie this Saturday.
Sure.
Yep.
Right.
I think so.
But like the banner, I like the white background
I was gonna say
I
that too. They
think-
should go
Okay.
white.
because I think the black pops more.
Yeah.
So then that was. Like it is on number 3, Eric? The
Yeah,
white? Okay.
For the concert ones, obviously take that brought to you by. Is there anything else we need to add?
No.
Okay. Just we try to think of a background that differentiates
Do we
it.
want to call? Do we want to call the concert series something? Like, do we want to establish a name for it? I've been calling it the Sykesville Concert Series. Or no, I haven't. The Cooper. I don't know. What do I
What
call
does
it?
this
I thought it was concerts in the park.
Yeah, concerts.
It's been
Concerts
concerts in the park.
Has it?
What do we call
Okay.
it?
That's what the sign says.
Yeah.
What do you want to call it? You're in charge. We're making we're making new signs. What do you want to call
Concerts in the Park is probably the most specific. Sykesville Concert Series. People might get it confused with the stuff down there
it? Right.
So should read concerts, plural.
in the park. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
What did you just say?
Concerts.
Well, maybe it should
In the
just say
park.
concert
I
because
don't know.
There's only one.
it's
concert
advertising
at a time.
one at a time.
Just asking.
Yeah, keep it like that.
Concert?
I guess. Concert.
Singular.
Okay.
And never have two
Yeah,
bands.
because it's saying this Saturday.
Right.
Still the same.
So you're gonna make that white background behind the text and then another color instead of that bark.
Yeah, I don't know what she'll do with that, but I'll just tell her a different background differentiates it.
And it has to be a big difference because Nick is right. Because the movie signs are bright yellow, and the concert signs are white and blue, so they're very different. It's got to be 100% different, or like Nick said, they're going to drive by. Oh, there's a movie, and they come to Cooper Park and there's no screen.
Mm-hmm.
It was a very, very, very good point.
Might increase our concert attendance. Though.
Yeah, so she would try to make it a different background so it's different color, but keep it the same theme of all of them because they're all consistent themes. If that makes sense. But it would be clear. It would be different. Like it'd probably still have everything else, just the back. We're just gonna take the bark background out and put some different. That's
Yeah.
not brown bar. Yeah, I don't know. Something.
Green.
Yeah.
Yeah. But still have it like that so it looks same theme,
Okay.
branding wise. Okay.
So this is
And is
clear.
there, do we do a banner for the concerts, or is it just the street signs?
Yeah, just the signs.
Okay, and you're thinking 24 on those as well?
No. I was thinking 15 at the max.
Okay.
So I'll have Lauren work on it and send it next week.
Oh, one more question. Front and backs? Did somebody say that?
Front
Oh,
and
front,
backs
yes.
for concerts, front and backs without a doubt. Because this time they were only fronts.
Right.
Yeah, front and back.
Okay. And then is that something we can vote on through email, like to approve the final version of it?
I was gonna say that, so if you get me the new, if you send out the new proofs next week, I think by email, if everyone says, yep,
Okay.
then I can go ahead and get it to Shannon Baum before my last day. Is my hope to get this done, so.
Okay.
Are you're good with that, right? Yeah.
All right, so we're getting 1, 5, and 6, is that correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Lauren. Thank you, Eric, the messenger.
Yeah.
A
lot of work for me.
I'm gonna do that too.
Okay, so then the next thing is the 2025 movie selection, and this is in reference to Sykesville Civics Day, which is on May 11th. It's here at the townhouse, right?
Yes.
So SPARC was tasked with choosing a few movies for a ballot for the kids to vote on what movies that they want to see next year. And I couldn't remember how many movies we said we were gonna
Right.
give them.
I asked her that. I don't think she.
3 and
Commented
5
on
is
that.
good. Somewhere between 3 and 5.
Well, I think
Like 3 and 5.
letting them pick 3 and 5.
They decide
No,
anyway.
no, one.
We talk-
They'll pick one. I'm gonna,
Okay.
I'm gonna need a list on
Oh,
that.
yeah. I think that's a good idea. I have some. I said we should do. I chose Sandlot, School of Rock, Karate Kid, or Space Jam. But maybe it's too early for.
We did
another Space Jam.
Sandlot.
Well, these
We've
are all.
done all those.
Oh yeah, we talked about doing like the best of the best.
Yeah, it kind of shows like some of our greatest hits,
I like that.
and
super.
also movies that won't be removed from like availability next year.
Which ones were they again?
Sandlot,
Sandlot, School of Rock, Karate Kid,
Karate.
and maybe
Original.
Space Jam. But we kind of did that last year.
Original
Yeah.
Karate
When,
Kid
when we
one.
pay for it,
It's always
how long do
original.
you have it?
Space Jam original.
Oh, was that the other
I
one?
mean, I think like technically you could, no, okay, so I mean, you have to show it on the date that you said you're gonna show it on, and then if we have like a rain date, then we have to show it within a year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you have a year.
Yeah.
Good.
Alright, well, thanks, Nick.
But-
I'm fine with all those choices.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Those are only 4. Do we want
Yeah.
the next one?
4's good.
Okay.
Unless you really want it all.
What was one of an older popular,
I don't know.
from like the first
Ghostbusters.
1 or 2 seasons? We're doing
Canceled.
Ghostbusters
We're doing
this
this
year.
year.
They just
Yeah.
did that this year, didn't you?
We're going
Yeah,
to
this
it.
year.
Got canceled last year.
Yeah, I was so disappointed.
Oh, so we're doing it this year.
Yep.
Blair Witch Project.
Mm-hmm.
No.
What do you think, Billy?
We're in the
Like
woods.
some of the.
Some of the original ones we did?
Yeah.
I'm always a fan of it.
Jeez, we did Blindside,
Yeah, but it rained.
didn't go
And
well.
only 5 people were there.
What was, we bought a zoo, that was pretty popular.
That was popular. But we also had Scales and Tails with it.
Yeah, that's
What
what
was
brought
the
them out.
car movie?
Cars.
That was American
Cars.
Graffiti.
American Graffiti.
You should
Yeah.
American
That
Graffiti.
was
Yeah.
really
Did you guys bring
popular.
cars too?
Yeah, we
From
did.
Home Depot.
Oh,
They
that's
came.
cool.
They were
That was-
great. They
That was
were
pretty
great.
cool.
Yeah.
Did the root beer floats and the hula hoops and the
Mhm.
cars and the whole bit.
That's fun.
That was cool.
What was the one? The people that had their shop on Main Street and the submarine came.
Yeah, they brought the yellow submarine.
What was the movie? Because Rebecca got in the submarine.
Yeah.
What are you talking
This was. This was
It was
at.
Anna Carter,
Yeah, her husband.
her
Yeah.
husband had. it.
Yeah. This is when we were
I
still.
forget what movie it
Apple
was.
Another question is,
I can't
it's gonna be
remember.
mostly children voting on this, right?
Right.
Are they
Yeah.
gonna know these movies?
No.
They're definitely not going to know American Graffiti.
Yeah, but even like
Their
Sandlot
parents might
School
not
Rock,
know.
If
I
they're
mean, like,
cultured,
Oh yeah,
like the parents wanted to go, so they took the kids.
that's a good point. That makes me sad. Oh. I think they'll know School of Rock.
My kids know them all, but
Yeah,
I don't know if that's just me or
I think
because of me.
They'll know Space Jam and Karate Kid because the new ones came out, and then they'll be disappointed when
Yeah,
they
but
don't see it.
A good way to learn about civics. Will disappoint you right out of the gate. It's good. You don't really know what you're gonna get.
Oh, goodness.
Would you
You
want
wanna
to
start
start with like the classic Pixar movies?
Yeah, or like
Yeah,
Toy Story.
yeah, it's like
Toy Story,
I like Toy Story.
Monsters.
Monsters Inc.
Monsters Inc.
That's a good one, I like that.
Which one? Toy Story or Monsters Inc? Toy Story. That's it.
Toy Story.
No.
I like Toy Story.
Okay. Well, there.
That's good.
So the original?
Yeah.
Oh,
That is available, well, it's available now at least.
What about?
Is this for June, Alex?
It was 2025.
Oh,
Yeah, these are, these
okay.
aren't this summer movies, yeah.
Because don't we have to fill a movie because Inside Out was taken?
We did,
We did that.
the Mario Brothers.
Oh,
That's our
great.
new June
I wasn't
movie.
at the meeting.
No, that's not the June movie, that's the September movie. We had to replace Inside Out
That's it.
That's right.
because it wasn't available for the reason that we wanted to show it. The second one's coming out. Okay, we're doing Toy Story?
I think that's good.
Yeah.
Sandlot, School of Rock, Karate Kid, Space Jam, Toy Story.
Mhm.
Okay,
Good.
right done.
And I will email the Gatehouse with our
List.
selection
Thank you.
tonight.
And also, I was looking at the event on Facebook, and the description said that Sparky will be in attendance.
What? For what?
For Civics Day.
For Civics Day?
Did
Yeah.
it really say that?
Yeah.
See if we can find a volunteer.
Somebody's available May 11th.
May 11th is, what is that?
It's a Saturday.
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 And it's kind of like, it was like
1 to
once
3.
in the middle of the day.
Yeah, it's 1 to 3. It's
Yeah. Not that
pretty
bad.
short.
It's here.
I'm gonna try to go if I can, but I
Just
don't.
make an
know if it's
appearance, it'll be fine. Scare the kids and then leave.
Okay.
Who made the graphic of the squirrel on a skateboard?
That was me. So I use Microsoft Copilot,
That was cool.
the generative AI
I
tool,
like that.
and just to do like a picture of a squirrel
Saw
skateboarding.
that Saturday.
And Lauren was like, "Who's been doing their social media's been a lot better lately." Like,
Oh, no.
It's like burn and thank you. Okay, so I think those were the main things on our agenda, but I did want to, since we had 2 recent events, the Easter egg hunt and the park cleanup, just wanted to see if there was any lessons learned. Because I know at the park cleanup, we did realize that we could probably start scheduling them for 2 hours instead of 3 hours.
Agreed.
People are pretty much done after 2 hours.
Yep.
And then for the Easter egg hunt, the only thing that I could think of was that we really should have a better sound system next year, because I know people couldn't hear me.
mm-hmm.
But was there anything else?
Yeah. I think we need to better organize where the kids line up. There's a lot of confusion there.
Mhm.
So maybe as they enter the park, guide them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't, set up cones,
Barriers,
lines,
whatever.
barriers. Yeah. 'cause
Rope
they're-
things off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe like more roped instead of just like the one
Yeah. Yeah.
function, yeah.
Bigger speakers so they know exactly the limit. Because we still had a lot of eggs and people.
I mean, they were gone in,
Yeah, still I still had kids that came up. Didn't
yeah.
my son didn't get a single egg.
My
And he was
granddaughter,
there early, set them all up.
my granddaughter didn't either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But my husband had a recommendation. He said have them run uphill instead of downhill.
That's
Oh, okay.
a very good idea.
But they all play at the playground though. It's gonna be hard to get them to not get at the
Yeah.
playground.
So we'll just have to think more creatively.
I think if we rope it off more, it'd be better. But we just need a way to communicate better.
Mm-hmm.
That speaker was basically nothing. There's no
It's like all
one.
these people like, yeah, like around me could hear.
Next one, we'll talk about buying a new one.
Yeah.
And the one suggestion I would have is if you're gonna coordinate the scavenger hunt at the same time, really need, I mean, I was by myself and I was scrambling trying to get all those flyers out, and I probably came back here with way more than half.
Yeah.
That's probably why I only had like 30. No, I didn't have that many. How many did I have? 20, I think, come back. But I had handed some out to a couple of girls, and then I don't know what happened to them, and then I found them sitting on tables and nobody was taking them. So, I mean, if you want to do that event, I think we need to do a better job of getting those
Okay, yeah.
flyers out.
Okay, cool.
And then we need to decide if Mayor Link cuts the one ribbon, does that mean everybody runs?
That was my
Because
mistake. I apologize. I was like, I remember like you're.
They
you know,
couldn't,
the kind of
they
hearing
couldn't
moment.
hear you, so no mistake, parents were just ready.
Because I thought that yeah, that it started when she cut it, and so I started talking and did the countdown, and she was like running up.
Right.
So yeah, so coordinate
Yeah, I
that
think
better.
Candy and I tripped up like 25 kids with that line. Because you're all just busting through it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. And then, and real quick too for Sykesville Cinema, because it'll be shortly after our next meeting. So we're good on licensing. The Snack Shack food permit has been approved. I do still need to post some movie events on Facebook, but one thing that I completely forgot about was sponsors. So if I can update the sponsorship form, I can do that this week and it won't take long. Can I get help passing them out and talking to companies?
Yes, Old Town Motor is always a gold sponsor.
Okay.
Who's making the pre-show stuff?
Oh, that's a good call.
I could,
A movie setup.
I can do it. You still have some of the old stuff? You don't have anything?
I don't, but you could.
Could I
I'm sure
reach
you
out
could
to
get-
somebody
yeah.
to get them? Okay.
Yeah, somebody reached out to me to ask if we needed help.
Okay.
Okay.
I can let them know.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Billy, if you and me want to figure it out, we can figure it out. Like, I also kind of know how to do that stuff too. We can figure
Okay.
it out.
Was Dan gonna take over doing the movie setup?
I don't
I don't remember.
think so.
I feel like we talked to him about it briefly, like he and Dominic talked, but then
I don't-
really forgot about it.
Okay.
You just mentioned it
I
just
think
now.
we gave
I thought it
him
was
a little
Dominic.
training session.
Yeah, Dominic was definitely going to.
Yeah.
Right, but I think he knew he was leaving, and I think he and Dan were talking a little bit,
Yeah.
but I don't know where that went. That was at Christmas, probably.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I'm at most of those, basically all of them. So like, I can try to be the main person to help with that part, and I can coordinate if I'm not. But before I promise something. Yeah, it looks like the only one I'll miss is the July one. But like,
Okay.
we'll still have a team there. But
Uh-huh.
I'm here for all the other ones.
Okay.
And I don't know if this is an after me thing, but our church was looking to rent Millard Cooper, and we're thinking about possibly doing it the same night as movie night, so that way we can help with the movie night. But do we normally try to not reserve then?
Yeah, they're blocked those days.
Okay, but is there any way?
Well, they're not blocked during the day, but
Yeah,
people
yeah.
are told they've got to be out by
Yeah.
Certain time.
4 or 5 or something like that.
Would that, if we're helping put on the movie, would it not be possible for us to do it? Like if we did a cookout, because then it occurred, we would do it and say, and everyone stay for the movie that we're helping put on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
We'll figure it
Well,
out.
but again, I don't know, like if the pavilion's rented to somebody else.
Yeah. I'll
We gotta
verify.
make sure
first.
they're-
Yeah.
Right.
I'll email first, but I know it's maybe more effort. But I know in the past we've reserved it to not have it available for those, but I don't know if. Yeah. I'll email you guys about it.
And they're filling up quick.
Yeah. I think it's for the September one.
Oh, you'll be fine.
Okay.
Oh, then it should
Okay.
be fine.
Okay.
No, it's not.
Oh, yeah. You'll be fine.
Wait.
In September.
Splash
we'll be
pad.
Oh, right,
Closes
Splash Pad
it.
closes. Yeah.
fine. The Saturdays in June are already booked.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's September, the September 14th one.
Yeah, in July, there's like one weekend left, maybe.
Oh my gosh, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
Okay, sweet.
Splash pad park.
Sarah said, it's like, what day, one day, she's like, I could hardly keep up. They were just like coming in like,
That's a good thing.
Nick, have there been any new emails for SPARC?
Nope.
Okay. Any town updates?
I don't really have any, you know my update.
Um,
I don't really
Janet's
have
update.
anything. Can't think of anything.
So,
Everybody knows about Arbor Day tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
The trees have already been planted, but there's a ceremonial dirt for the mayor. If you are familiar with when you go into Burkett Park, the way the path goes around on the right, there was kind of a scrubby looking area along. So I talked to our landscape guy, and he went in and kind of cleaned it up and planted some
Great.
bushes that will eventually create sort of a hedgerow there.
Nice.
So that'll kind of clean that up a little bit, so that you'll see that if you go tomorrow.
Very nice.
And they put deer cages on there. I guess that could be a problem. So, but it looks nice. I thought it looked,
it does.
yeah, it looks
It's
really
a
good.
lot better.
Terrific.
I don't know anything else. Do you have any?
No, it's a,
Other than I think
oh yeah, the next couple of months when you'll be seeing a little bit more of me. We do plan on making a hire at some point. That'll be assigned SPARC, but for the time being, you got me. You're stuck with me.
yay.
You
And
have-
I
you
will-
have big shoes to fill.
I will be
Oh, yeah.
around a little bit in May, and so I may be reaching out if he needs help with,
In the May meeting, maybe. I'm kidding.
getting your agenda together and getting that kind of stuff done. We'll just see how it goes at that time, but
Okay.
you guys will be slighted anyway.
We'll take care of you.
All right. If you don't have anything else, I motion to adjourn the meeting, 7:53.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.